So the next thing we want to get done is we want to build a summer kitchen. It'll be a 3 seasons porch essentially that we're going to put another cook stove, wood burning cook stove on. And we want to get that done as soon as possible because it's going to warm up and it is going to be too hot to cook inside on the cook stove. You can see we've still got snow melting. So it just is drying off here enough to get going. I purposely plowed this area in the winter to keep the snow off so that when it did start to melt, it would not keep this wet as long, so it's dry out more quickly. We're going to attach the summer kitchen to the cabin right here off the back porch door and put it up on some piers and beams. So we need to make sure that the ground here is low enough to be below the top of the cement piers that we need to fit underneath the beams, underneath the floor joists. So we're going to get the transit out here and we're going to check to make sure that we have an 8-inch beam, an 8-inch floor joist, and 1.5 inches of floor deck board. So that, if I do my math right, hate to do math on camera, but that's 17.5 inches. So from the bottom of that door, we'll get our level, and then we'll set it 17.5 inches up, and we'll move around and make sure that where we want to put the cement pillars in the ground is at least below that. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Of course, it's in a terrible spot. Ooh. It's really close. So here's actually good. I should get the tractor. Start scraping this off. Okay, I need your help. So we're a little high in some spots, so we're gonna get the tractor and scrape a little bit of this off where it's too high, so that it's not above the top of where the cement piers need to be, because otherwise the water will touch the wood if it ever rains and gets underneath there. So the wood needs to be raised up off the ground just a little bit on top of the cement pillars we're gonna put in, and so we gotta have the ground scraped off just a little bit more. It's really close. Next step here after we have the ground graded how we want it is to lay out where we want the pillars and to get the tractor back here with the post hole digger on it and dig the holes. So I think we're going to make it about 22 feet by 22 feet back here. We're going to have 3 beams running this way on 3 cement pillars each. So we're going to dig 9 holes. Here we go. Okay, so we were hitting some roots or some rocks, and we broke the shear pin. It goes underneath here. So we will get a new one and put it in and be back in business. All right, so fortunately we had a package around, so we don't have to run to town. That's a bonus. I'm gonna throw it in here now. I'm gonna have it lined up. There you are, close. Oh, piece of the old bolt is still in there. So this isn't going to be the right one. This is going to be too short. We might have to still run. We might have to run town still too.
Oh really? Why?
A piece of the old one is in there, so we were measuring. It was
So
it's longer.
Yeah. Well, we still. We'll measure. You want a hammer?
Yeah, tap it with something. Did you throw that other one away then?
It's in my pocket.
Okay, we'll have to put it all together, and we might have to run to town. Gently, please. My fingers are there.
Is it coming?
Yep.
Oh, it's really long.
All right. So let's go see if we have one that's that long. All right, so I don't think we have the right shear pin, but I do have this one. It's long enough, but it is too thin. It's not thick enough. I'm going to use it anyways to save a trip to the town. We have a couple of them. It'll work, but it'll just break easier than the other one would have when it's meant to be in here. Let's see here. Get it lined up. So actually this is making it easier on my equipment. It'll shear sooner, which makes it less harsh on my equipment. So we'll go try and dig the next hole. We'll just probably be a little more careful. Hopefully don't hit any more sticks or rocks or whatever it was, and we'll get her done.
Yeah.
Back or forward?
No, it's pretty good. hole should be interesting. It's right next to a tree, so we're probably going to hit a root, I would assume, so we'll see.
Like you made it.
I guess I was wrong. Easy, that's probably the easiest hole we've done so far. Way easier than I expected it to.
Yeah.
Or it went smoother than I expected.
Yeah, well, thanks for helping. It goes easier when there's someone on the tractor and someone on the ground. So we got all 9 holes dug for the cement pillars. We need to get the transit back out now so that we can determine where the top of each of the cement forming tubes need to go. We'll put some stakes in the ground and put them at the right level. And I think we're actually going to try and mix the cement in the hole with a drill gun, see how that goes. And then once we fill the hole with cement, then we'll put the form on and we already know where the top of it should be, and then we'll fill the form and have our pillars done. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so here's the plan. We've got bags of concrete, we've got buckets of water, we got holes. We're gonna pour a gallon of water in the hole and pour a bag of cement and mix it with the hand drill over their mixer. If it needs more water, we'll get it mixed right. Then we'll do another bucket of water, another bag of cement till we're up to the top. We've got the transit ready to tell us when to stop, and that's what we're gonna do. Let's do it. Why don't you go get more water? Here, take this one with you too. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, because this pillar needs to come above grade, we've got a circle form here, cement circle form. And I'm gonna try and push it down in to where the top of it is. So I went in too far. We need to go down. No, up. Okay, perfect. So now we'll mix up some cement in a bucket with the mixer, so it's the right consistency, and we'll pour it in there and not try to mix it in there, but we'll do that next. Okay, to hold down the slab or the beam that we're going to put across these cement pillars, we're going to use some of these threaded rods. And it was a longer rod, I cut in half. I'm going to put the cut end down in so we have a clean thread on top. And I'm going to insert it down in here. Okay, so later when we go to put the beam on across these, we'll set the beam on top of all of the anchor rods, kind of hit it with a hammer. It'll make a mark on one side. We'll flip it over and drill through, and then it should just slide on and we can bolt it in. Okay, so that's pretty much the procedure on how we're doing this. We've got 3 holes done and 6 more to go, so we'll do a little bit of a time lapse for you to watch that.
Okay, so I've got the stand made to put the air conditioning unit up on temporarily. When we're done building the summer kitchen here, we're gonna put it up there on the wall. There we can access it from above the roof, but for now it's gonna get up here so we can dig this dirt out of the way and put the beam in. So here we go. Okay, just help me lift, it's okay. Okay, slide it back. Okay, stop. All right, and that's where it'll sit now for the time being.
Okay, so it's been a few days since we finished the concrete posts. They set up really nice. Steve's really happy with how they turned out. The next step is the beams that will be sitting on these posts, and so in order to do that, Steve has to cut down some trees. So let's go check that out. All right, so we have our audience here. The boys love watching Steve cut down trees. He's in the back over there. Okay, so Steve cut down a total of 4 trees. That is definitely enough to get the beams done and then some. So the next project is to sawmill, but unfortunately it's just starting to rain, so that project will have to be for another day.
In there and add a little bit of water into that. Okay, but not too much. And it'll create like this mud. And then you put the same stuff that you're putting in after that mud, and then you mix it in with your shovel.
Okay, so Steve has 2 of the 3 beams milled that we need for the summer kitchen. He's going to get one of them attached to the tractor or in a way that he can pull it back behind the cabin, and we're going to try to get it in place.
Okay, because this wood is completely wet, it just got cut down, you know, 2 weeks ago or whatever. I'm gonna add a little oil to my drill bit to help lube it up. Okay, time to do the next one. Find your hole. Okay, come down here. Round up something. We'll look into that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're in. Okay, so there's a little bit of dirt that is too high to get the beam down on this bolt. Probably back here too, but so a little manual labor and then we'll have it on there. All right, one beam down, 2 more to go.
Put your fingers in there, but I'm going to try and line it up. I'm going to go slow.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay, I'm trying. Just go slow.
Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You got it.
Yeah, I think it's in there. You can go down a little bit. Whoa.
Much?
No.
Okay. Are you lined up?
Yeah, it's there. Yep. Okay, so we got all 3 beams in. It went way easier than I expected it to, and I think it went pretty well. You were pretty happy how it went.
I'm glad we used the backhoe to lift them and get them in place. It's a lot easier than trying
manually lift them. I know they're pine, but they're awfully wet. We just milled them, so they're very heavy right
They're
now.
heavy, and yeah, the tractor helped make it for easy work. So that was, yes.
So the next thing is to put the floor joist on, but we're gonna end this video here now. So for now, that's that.